Saif Morrison, and this is This Week in Car Audio. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Yeah. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio.
My bad. Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host, Doug Stockton, co-hosted by Team DC Lucky.
Oh no.
We're going to start off the event today with Jesse Adams. He is one of the TNA. He's the A part of TNA Race Club. They are the one that actually rented the racetrack that we're going to be at for World Finals West Coast version out in Sacramento this coming weekend. So Jesse's here. Hey, Jesse, how's it going?
Hey, going great. How are you?
Just fine. Hey, real quick, before we get going, just tell us a little something quick about the racetrack itself or your organization.
Sacramento Raceway has been around for 51 years. And during the whole COVID mess, most of the racetracks in California were all shut down. But since Sac Raceway is privately owned, Tony Tremp, my partner, his father-in-law owns the racetrack. We just decided to put a little thing together. We went through all the local government and agencies and made sure that we could put some events on. So we started with limited car count events, 32 cars, 64 cars. And everybody said, you know, we can do it. We can get away with it. So that's how TNA Race Club was born.
Very cool. So I just happened to run across you guys looking for venues for this coming World Finals. Found out you guys had the racetrack this weekend. We've done events out there, Race Wars before. So I called you guys up, and you guys were definitely interested when we had the talk. It seemed to me, hopefully to you too, that it seemed like a good marriage of type of events. You know, our car audio event is really like, modeled after drag racing. And you guys obviously drag racing. So what's going to be going on for you guys that you guys actually had the venue for that weekend?
So on the West Coast, it's hard to find big money bracket racing on a consistent level. There's a couple races every year that everybody tries to go to that are pretty big money, but they're also really high entry fees. Our biggest thing is we race for a couple $100 or a few $100 for a weekend, but we're racing for thousands. So like this weekend, racers are paying $100 a day entry fee, racing for $3,000 to win each day. It's like $1,500 to runner up, and we've got round money that pays down 4 rounds. Our normal format is $150 a day, $5,000 to win. But lately, just being the end of the year, everybody's almost on the edge, on the brink of being burnt out. We decided to go ahead and lower the entry fee, lower the payouts a little bit, and we'll have about 70 race cars out there this weekend racing for the $3,000 a day. Plus, this time we've actually added a junior dragster category, and they're going to be racing for about $6,000. And they have an event each day also. So they got about $3,000 a day that they're racing for. We should have 30 of them. So we should see probably between 100 and 110 race cars on the property.
So the junior drags, are they the rails, the mini rails?
Yep.
Okay, so those things are awesome, right?
Kids can race those cars. They're single cylinder Briggs and Stratton style engines, but you know, just like anything else, the technology and the updates, and you give parts to a racer and a machinist, and they go all out like you wouldn't believe. So these kids are between 6 and 17 years old. We'll have 30 to 40 of them out there, and they're a blast.
Just real quick, Rob Collar, he's in Kentucky, I think. Anyway, so he's driving all the way from Kentucky out here to compete at the World Finals.
Oh, nice.
And so he leaves tomorrow or later tonight. I think he's leaving tomorrow, and he's going to make the drive out there because obviously towing a vehicle across country doesn't happen overnight. Anyway, he was asking, are there any well-known names like guys from like Street Outlaws or anything like that that would be at this one this weekend?
Probably not this weekend because Street Outlaws, I believe, is in Texas this week.
Okay.
So we do have a handful of the guys that run on the West Coast teams that do the Street Outlaw circuit.
Hmm.
So those guys will be out that way. As far as bracket racing goes, you know, bracket racers are known real well in the bracket racing circles.
Hmm.
Not so much on the big national on the national scenes, but I've been driving for 25 years, and it's one of those things where you come out and you compete and you race more for yourself than for the notoriety when it
Right.
comes to bracket racing, you know.
Hmm.
But there's a lot of sponsorship involved. We've got a lot of great sponsors that help out TNA Race Club, and we just continue to put on events for the racers. I haven't parked my stuff, but I used to race 36 to 40 weekends a year all over the country, all up and down the West Coast. I raced a lot, and lately I've parked my cars, and I really only race about 10 times a year now.
Yeah. The
But
last time I raced was I don't even think it was the 90s yet. So.
well, the funny thing is, while I'm not actually driving my cars on a week to week basis,
Hmm.
I'm at a racetrack every week.
Yes.
So I'm there promoting, I'm putting on events, I'm scheduling the next event. It's basically a full-time job. Plus the fact that TNA Race Club now has taken over Redding Drag Strip in Redding, California. We just purchased that lease and all the equipment, and we're working real hard with the former operators of Redding Drag Strip to
Okay.
make it a very seamless and fun transition. So, we're very loyal to Sacramento Raceway. We've got family ties there, and now we're taking on Redding Drag Strip also.
Oh, awesome. I will tell you, so we in the car audio, when we compete, we use a bass knob. And in drag racing, obviously you use the pedal. And the biggest thing I remember about drag racing, because I only did street drag racing, I only went to a track one time. Besides that, I was always raced on the street back in the 80s. Um, my foot was so floppy at the end of a race. I was, and the thing is these guys running these knobs,
Shaking.
if you put a Coke in their hand, it would explode.
Yeah.
You get
I
the
rem-
same feelings.
my first finals that I went to, there were people that were filming my hands because I was shaking so bad. Everybody's giggling and filming my hands.
So we get a very similar excitement, different
Sure.
parts of the body, but and we always like to say on this show specifically, and anytime we're out and about is, you know, you guys that are there for drag racing, you are car guys, car show guys. They're car guys. We're car guys. We get along because we have a common interest, and that's
Of
in
course.
things on wheels, and we
Well, and
just love them.
the funny thing about the DB drag racing deals, I had never heard about it until we ran into each other. But
Hmm.
you're going to have a lot of racers out there, drag racers, drivers that are uh, that would not be interested in just necessarily a car stereo show.
Right.
But the fact that there's a little bit that relates and ties it together, and you've got the indexes and the brackets and so on, I think
Hmm.
you're going to have a lot of our racers going over and looking and saying, I want to see what this is all about. So our people are going to be interested in what you've got going on, as well as your people are going to be sitting in the
Right.
grandstands watching drag racing.
Absolutely. And then, like I said, I think it's a very good marriage of interest. We don't we overlap just enough that a Venn diagram, there's that common thread right in the middle of that Venn diagram that's just that I think we can connect with and grow each other's sports outside of each other's sports, you know. So I think
Sure.
that's awesome. Um, so we were talking. Can you tell the guys that are watching right now? Right now we got 27 or 28 people watching, and most of them are going to be at the event. And it's not letting me back. Oh, that's not good. Um, uh-oh, is that you, Lucky?
Nope. Yeah, it was.
Anyway, so what time does the drag strip open? What about Friday, camping Friday night, setting up camp? What do we got? How's
So
that going to work?
Friday afternoon, I'll be at the track Friday morning. Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. we'll open the gates. So between 4 and 7, if people are there, they can pay their admission, take their trailers in, go set up camp Friday evening, no problem. They're all good to go. We open the gates Saturday morning at 7 a.m. We start running race cars at 9 a.m. and you guys can do your deal whatever time you need.
Okay. So yeah, so we have our times already set. We're gonna start judging vehicles at 9. We'll start running them at 10 o'clock. Um, we should be done by 4:30, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then
All right.
Sunday we're hoping to be done by 1.
Cool.
So,
Woo.
but that's we're fairly efficient the way I've been doing this 21 years, and so I've got a fairly reasonable system. We got some very, very good judges that are coming to help us out with the event. We're going to have Gary Killian barbecuing out in the parking lot. So he'll be part of our competitor party. So we, like you said, you have a competitor party also. You graciously invited us. We appreciate it. But this is a little something special. It's a chef guy that used to compete in the car audio thing, and just life's gotten in the way. So I'm flying him out here, and he's gonna. I mean, he's a trained chef, and he's gonna barbecue up with his world famous barbecue stuff, and I mean, it's gonna be great.
How many people is he planning on feeding?
So right now, we initially thought 120, but I think we're going to be down to about 100.
So, well, we can talk about this off the air also,
Yeah.
but I think I got an idea for us to combine your barbecue with our party and probably move it inside the gates and,
Okay.
kill two birds with one stone and have a good time and get everybody partying and mingling together.
So, and that's what we would love. I mean, he's literally got people driving from Washington for nothing other than to have his barbecue.
All right.
So, but I got guys here that are flying from Florida, from Alabama, to do nothing but spectate and show their support for our
Yeah.
sport.
Sure.
So
Awesome.
Um,
I don't know if you saw the question here
No, I
or
didn't.
not. Justin Stolman said, will you have room for a 28-foot enclosed trailer with all the gear?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
We park 90-foot rigs with race cars in them. We got plenty of room for you guys. Plenty.
okay. And then let's see. I know Tristan had a question. What kind of horsepower are the cars running?
Most of them out there next week will be between 700 and 1200. Like my dragster, I've got a guy from Vegas, a friend of mine from Vegas coming in to drive mine. Mine makes 1074. There's a lot of cars out there that make about the same power as that. So all these cars, we're all running 8th mile. So like my dragster, just to put it in perspective, goes 460s in the 8th and 750s in the quarter. So you'll see a lot of 750 quarter mile cars, but since we're not running quarter mile, they'll be going 460s, about 100 and
So
anyway, sorry, about 145, 150 miles an hour to the 8th. There's but there'll be a lot of cars there,
Jeez.
and it's fast and it's fun.
yes, and loud.
Nice. Denny Cordoza from 99 Speedway says, somebody say race cars?
Yeah, so that's another gentleman we partner up with out here in Stockton to do a couple of events a year, and
right.
he runs the racetrack down here in Stockton. And he once he saw what we did, he was like, "Dude, this is actually really cool."
That's cool. So I got an unscripted question for you guys.
Sure.
In drag racing, it's just a fact of the matter that a lot of people watch it for the crashes, right?
Yes,
We don't want anybody to crash. We don't want
Nope.
to see crashes, but
we do.
we kind of do sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I can see where this is going.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
explain to me a crash in decibel drag racing, because I can imagine.
So
Crash and burn in the DB drag. you just
explain
stuff
it to
going
him,
up.
Lucky.
Yeah, that we call it sending it. Or so we have windshields that shatter. So I mean, anything can fall off. Rearview mirrors.
So Dan Horner's going to be there. His DTX Dan, and he blows out his side window. He's got so much
with
pressure
Gorilla-
built in it.
Yeah. Take
And
everything
then
on, so blow it
the
up.
other thing is people invert subwoofers all the time.
Mhm.
So that's what he's talking about. Send it. So the
Yep.
woofer just blah, and opens
Yeah.
up. It's like somebody throwing a rod, about the same level of stuff. And then always the occasional, we call it the magic smoke. They open up their door and just all their electronics are just pouring smoke out the windows.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I don't want anybody to do that to their equipment, but I kind of want to see some carnage.
Yes.
You
So-
more than likely will.
So at the end of our event, we will have a thing called a death match. So the
Okay.
reason it's called a death match is because they try to last 5 minutes playing their system at top level.
Which is very, very long and
Yeah.
terrible on your system. If you can't handle it, goodbye. Yeah.
Yes,
It's,
and
it's
they smoke stuff all the time.
Yeah. It's a good one. I can't wait to
Well,
see who's going to be in it and know what's going to happen.
Just at our bracket races, one of the reasons we do 8th mile stuff also is it cuts the risk factor down quite
It
a bit. We
does.
leave 40 miles an hour on the table. My car going 750 in the quarter mile goes about 175 mile per hour.
Jeez,
So
that's
when I'm
hitting
going
it.
145, leaving that 30 miles an hour on the table or so, it just makes for a much safer, smoother event.
Yep.
So
And then you also have that extra 8th mile to slow down.
yeah, and none of us at this particular bracket race have there's no cars that really need that extra space to slow down. You can go 220 miles an hour and still get stopped at that racetrack. But chances of seeing our accidents in our 8th mile racing is pretty slim. We had one last weekend, right off the starting line, and like I said, that's not what we want to see. We don't want anybody to tear stuff up, but sometimes it happens, and if you're there to see it, you're there to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there aren't a whole bunch of people sponsored in DB drag racing, and so in decibel drag racing. So when these guys blow up their stuff, it's
Coming out our pocket.
It's coming out of their pocket. But
Oh,
but I will tell you, since this is the last show of the year, right? This is our finals. So we're done after this. The guys that are coming from back east, Rob Collar already said, he goes, I'm either going to break everything
Yep.
because I don't plan on taking any of it back with me.
Yeah.
So,
So I haven't been demoing or anything lately. I've been so scared to blow something, but let me tell you, if my stuff makes it through the show, I'm going for it. I'm going full ham on that thing just to see if it's either going to handle it or it's going to go pop, and we're going to find out which one it does.
so I'll let you know also, we do a full multi-camera live stream of the drag races while we race all weekend. And our camera guy, basically our technical guy, Steven Javslowski, he's really good at new camera views and move stuff around. He's got a lot of wireless equipment. Honestly, I think I'm going to have him put a camera out by your guys' stuff. And if we have any downtime, if you guys don't mind, we'll just switch our live feed over and show people a little bit about what you do.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Awesome.
totally
Yeah.
cool. So I'm fairly animated. I believe that my job as running the event is to get the crowd enthused. I really try to have the crowd interact with the vehicles. So in drag racing, obviously you can't do that, right? Because you got a lot of moving parts. But they'll open their doors in certain classes and whatnot, and I'll try and get people from with the password, having a hard time with the password. We will have them do what's it called? So I'll get them. They'll sit inside the car, sit next to the car. Their hair's gonna go crazy and wild. We call that a hair trick. When we do our cyclone runs, those guys there play 20 hertz, right? So 20 hertz is freaking low. You feel that in every part of your body, and so I have people. Hey, you stand right here, right behind this guy's car, and feel what 20 hertz feels like. And I will tell you, you know when you've been around 20 hertz. So for me, the 20 hertz, I can always tell when somebody, I've been doing this a long time, but it tickles your ear. It's in a special spot in the frequency range. So what it does is it makes you feel like you're changing altitude really quick. So it kind of it does a lot with your ears.
Well, and on like my side of the industry, it's the same thing for me. I don't even have to be near the starting line. I can tell you if it's something carbureted on gas,
Oh,
or
yeah.
blown on methanol, or
Yep.
if it's got nitro in it. It's
Exactly.
that same deal. The experience you pick up on the sounds, the smell and just the feeling of all of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm actually going to send my car up to Jesse for people that don't know. We're waiting for Gracie to get in here. So as soon as she can get in here, she's having a hard time with the password and stuff. Um,
Is she coming out?
she's trying to. She's having a hard
No, no,
time.
no, no. He's asking if she's coming out to
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
World Finals.
No. Oh, no, she can't come out to World Finals. She's 17 years old, and she would have to take 2 weeks off of high school to come
Oh,
out.
okay.
And her dad says that would be very difficult to explain to her mother. So
You
she's
don't
gonna go play with some
understand.
cars for two
Yeah.
weeks. I told her, we told her, say, hey, if you fly out here, Gracie, we'll let you borrow a car
For sure.
because all she
For
has to do is
sure.
control the knob.
Yeah. So
So,
what's up? So what's up with that? What'd you say to that one?
uh,
Or we'll leave this for this? We'll leave this.
We'll
when
leave
she
this
comes
for
in.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll leave this when she comes in.
we'll let her respond to that. But anyway, I we do really appreciate it. We're waiting for Gracie to figure out. I told her to go on her dad's phone because I think when she jumped out on hers, she may have not been. You kick yourself out. I don't think you're allowed back in. So she's gonna try and come on her dad's phone.
So
So
I'll
she
tell
should
you,
be trying to get going. Say again.
especially with this Reading drag strip deal
Mhm.
that we've got, TNA Race Club, we have got some really big things in the future for some import events and some big car show like Cars and Coffee and Hard Park. We've got some big events coming up that I think next year, if you guys want to do a Northern California thing as well, like
Well, we do it every
we
year.
can.
We've been doing this since 2007 in Sacramento area.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we can put something together even bigger. This was a little bit last minute. We'll see how
Mhm.
it all goes. I think it's going to be a blast, but I think we should easily be able to put something together that has instead of 500 or 600 people on the property, 5 or 6,000.
So I can also get a car show part but I don't know how that works with you guys. We do have partners with the car shows. I'll be streaming live. As speaking of your streaming, so I stream all my events live, and this
Okay.
obviously is one of my events. So I will have that on my Sonic FX page, which is where this podcast is being streamed currently. So it'll be live on Sonic FX. I'll have the brackets up. I'll have different things going on, but you'll see. I'm very animated. I'll be in there. I'll be screaming back and forth all the scores, the numbers. I'll be getting people involved. I'll be talking about Lucky's done this and Gracie's done that, and this guy drove all the way from here, and very similar to what you guys do on your
Sure.
microphone, right?
For our announcers in the tower
Yep.
who talk about everybody that races. So, no, it's going to be good. I think this thing's going to be a lot of fun, and I don't see why we can't build on it even more in the future, because I think people are going to be excited. I think a lot of the car drag racers are going to be very interested in what you're doing. They may not join the scene, so to speak, but they'll be
Right.
over there with their heads in. They want to see what's going on.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Is like I said before, we have common ground. We love our cars. And when you see somebody who has a passion for something, I don't care what it is, and now you have some overlap, there's a car. They love their cars. You guys love your cars. That's some common ground, and the passion is just so infectious.
Sure.
When you get your guys that, they can tell you, I got this gear ratio, I got this transmission, I bought this driveline, I shortened it up 3 inches for this. I did, that's how in depth your guys will get. Our guys will do the same thing. Says, you know what? Hey, I got expanding foam here. I got this. I welded in a new box right here. Because they have to weld in. I mean, some of our cars. One of our cars that's coming over here, I believe, is 33,000 pounds. That's coming
God,
over.
wow.
The suspension doesn't work very well on it.
Right.
So,
We got some questions in here too.
Sure.
As far as let's see. Is there a list of the West Coast competitors? Yes, there is. Go on turnpro.com, and then you actually go to North America competitors, and then you'll see next to the name, it'll say where they're competing, or it'll say both. So if it was my name on there, you're going to see Sacramento, or it'll say both if I was going to be going to both of them. So that's that one for the competitor list, unless there's a sleeper, which I'm sure there's going to be a few sleepers coming over here, I would assume. Let's see. And then somebody said that the vehicle does have to be certified. I believe that is correct, right, Doug?
Not for the 3X.
For the 3X. Oh, well, that'd be kind of to come all the way over here for a 3X show. That's a little much. Just to get some points. Let's see. Lucky, let's drop a little LSA in the piggy bank. Let's see. I know there's a couple other questions. So the 3X show will be in conjunction with the finals.
Yes.
I'm getting a weird like echo. All
Me
my
too.
stuff's volume. It is? Okay, I thought it was mine. My volume's down on my phone, so
Mine too. It might be just something feedback on Jesse's maybe because he's the only one on a phone. But so yeah, no, like I said, I think it's a great thing. We're gonna do Killian's. Yeah, Colby says she needs in said class for finals. So the vehicle isn't super important in base race or top dog because the vehicle, we don't classify you by your vehicle. We classify by how loud you are. Any big names in the RP? You missed that earlier. We asked. He said there's big names within their own circle, but the guys that you would know, Street Outlaws and whatnot, they are going to be in Texas that weekend for a part of the Street Outlaws circuit. So.
Let's see here. Chris Pate, why didn't you come to East Coast? Lucky. I was gonna ask if you wanted to pay for it and shoot me out there, but I didn't get to send you that message. No, man, I would have loved to come out there. Moses Martinez went out there, and big shout out to him. But as far as me, just wasn't in the cards for me this time around. Hopefully next year, I'd love to go out there. I think that'd been a blast. Looked like Moses Martinez had a good time.
Oh, dude, we'll talk about Moses when we get into this a little bit.
What was he the typical Moses? Was he?
Oh yeah, and then some.
And then some. I was gonna say, and then some probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you about his second place finish here. So took me straight to the Facebook page. Wrong link. I'm sorry. Oh, because I sent him the wrong link. Duh. Hold on a second. I'm
Chris
screwing
Jenner,
up here.
Chris Jenner said he's coming for the 39.9. We all over here got to be grateful that she is not coming over here because I believe she would have put a spanking on all of us. Yeah. I don't know if you watched the live feed.
Yeah, so talk about that a little bit, Lucky.
So I only got to watch up to the fourth tie.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then I had to hurry up and leave for work. So I missed out on the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, she was just going to town. We'll let her get in here.
Yeah,
so I mean,
so when they did the random number, she did it. Okay, so for us, if you tie, because the possibility of tie is not very unlikely. I mean, it's pretty high probability, right?
Yeah.
When you got two people at that level, they tie quite often.
It's gonna happen, yeah.
So they tied, and then if you tie 3 times in a row, then it puts a random number up there. And you have to be able to know your system well enough. So she was in 29.9. That's the max, right? As close as you can get to that number without going over, just like your bracket racing. Then the very next run, she had to do a 28.6, I think. And they tied again. So then she had to do a 25.9 or something. So can you imagine having to do that in your drag racing if they tied? And then you guys have to rerun, but now their number changed.
Right.
And I mean, because those guys, I'm sure, just like with our base racers, is they dial their vehicles in to what they want. I mean, they miss their number by hundredths, right?
Right. And so the benefit that we have to not having ties in drag racing is our timing systems are so sophisticated that they literally go to like 6 digits beyond the decimal. So you're talking hundreds of thousands of seconds, and so we get to avoid that part of it, you know. But honestly, the drama, it sounds like the drama of what you guys deal with can be a lot of fun too.
It is, and that's where the most fun of the whole thing is, because you're watching numbers go up down like this, and then at the end this guy could be down, and all of a sudden it just goes like this. Yeah. And all of a sudden, that guy that was behind the whole time just makes that last second, just like with you guys, right? Cars, they're nosing, and this guy's a half a car or a fender behind, and he noses out the other dude. That's
Yeah,
way exciting.
And
he sprays 300. He sprays a 300 shot in the last 200
Exactly.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been seeing that quite a bit lately too. In top dog and base race, it's hard to climb, with what we do, unless you got a serious system. It's hard to climb if you're too far down. And we've been seeing quite a bit lately. People that were way down, and you could tell and you could hear that they just gunned it. They just, full tilted their base knob and actually won. Like that split second, it hit their number and they won. And that's when I lose my voice, because I'll be out there screaming and going crazy. That's when it's awesome. Gracie's in here right now.
Okay. Hey, Jesse, I want to thank you. Thank you for having us out there. We will talk during the week about the barbecue stuff. But dude, I really appreciate you stepping up and helping us out here. And I really do truly believe it's going to be a good marriage with, we're going to share in each other's joy. Oh,
Yep.
You muted yourself. But all right. So, Jesse,
Call me this week.
I will.
We'll touch bases on the rest of that, and we'll go. Thanks for guys having me in. My daughter's running up here, so she's trying to.
Hi, daughter.
Anyway, so Shelby, say hi.
Hi.
Hey, we're a big
Hi.
family event, and you'll see whole families there checking out the show. So we really
All
are
right, well, you guys take
family
care.
friendly.
And we'll be seeing you soon.
All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
All right, push the eject button. There he goes, and then bring Gracie in here.
Ejectocito, cuz.
She's crooked. Tracy, fix your phone.
Gracie.
Or Gracie, not Tracy.
All right.
Flip it again. She's connecting with audio.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay,
Hey,
now flip
Trey.
it one more time. Your
Turn
phone.
your phone sideways.
Sideways.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see here.
All right. Oh, I got to change the name because that is no longer Jesse. That is.
Gracie Jane.
No, it isn't. It is Team Directornix Gracie.
If I can get it. That was a lot of. Whew, trying to get back in.
Sorry about that. I forgot. Sometimes if you kick yourself out, it won't let you back in. So, okay. Hey, Gracie. Good
Hey.
afternoon. So this is Lucky. I met you at the show. Definitely one of the fun people there. So before we get into you, Lucky wanted to know about Moses Martinez run. Did you watch him when he lost
Oh, I did.
and got second place?
Yeah.
Tell
what
us what he
format?
did.
What format? What was he doing?
He was doing 139.9.
Oh, 39.9. Okay, so on base race. All right.
Yeah.
What happened with him? He took second place?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, explain that.
I didn't know anything about him until because I was watching David McKay run because he taught me. Of course, he's always been there for me when I run, so I wanted to be there to watch him.
So he was going
And-
against David. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then everybody was explaining to me that he just started, and I was like, "Dang, he's pretty good."
So he did pretty good out there then.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch the live feed with him yet, so I'll have to check
he's a
that
pretty
out.
cool dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's very like, what did you say, Doug?
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic, animated, however you want to
He's
word
a
it, but
party.
yeah,
He's a party by
yeah.
himself.
he's a party. Yeah, exactly. He's a party by himself.
So what happened when Dave beat him? What did he do?
He came out and he shook David's hand. I'm
That's
pretty
not all
sure.
he did. He picked up that big boy, gave him a
Oh,
big old hug.
That's Moses.
He's all yeah. He was so
And he
happy
picked
for
up
Dave.
Chris.
Yeah.
He picked up Chris too.
Yeah, he was so happy for Dave that he won, even though he lost, right?
Yeah.
He was super happy for Dave for winning that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mo-
that's why
How
we
many-
love Moses, right?
How many Modelo's did he have in him? Do you know?
Dude, I don't know he was drinking yet there. So, but
Yeah,
no,
he's
he
just
was
fun either way. Yeah, he's a good time for sure.
yeah, I mean he absolutely dude, he got out and you would never know he just lost. You would have thought he just won the world championship. He
Yeah.
got out, jumped out of his car. Yeah, right on. And then he picks up Dave. And now Dave's a big boy.
Yeah. You lost, right? Like, I don't care. That
Yeah.
shit was fun.
No, that's what he said. He said, "Dude, this is great. This is why
Yeah.
I came out." He was loving it, right?
Yeah, no, and it's always like that doing base racing top dog too, man. Your the adrenaline rush is so good that a lot of times, if you lose, you're still like, damn, that was fun. That was so close. So yeah, I totally get it.
Yep.
Totally get it.
So Tracy, tell us about, or sorry, Tracy, Gracie, Miss New DTX. So how did you end up on Team DTX? Let's start with that.
So, well, David's on Team DTX, and I've talked to Dan a couple times. He's a pretty cool dude. That's about all. Just talk about car audio, and I went for my run. I went through.
Hold on, no. Before that, Dave helped you out, right?
Yeah, at Slimology.
Yep. So he spent some serious time with you.
Yeah.
Right. And he said, and he helped show you. So now, no matter what anybody shows you, you still have to do it, though.
You got to be able to do it. Yeah.
You got to have the nerves when it comes time, because it's different practicing on the TV versus head to head, right?
Yep.
So you still got to do it. So Dave was helping you learn how to do base race and be successful at it, right?
Yeah.
So then you show up to World Finals, and how does it go from there?
Well, when I got to World Finals, I got a new deck. So it was kind of like very nerve-wracking. I was very scared. I didn't know if I was going to place at qualifying or not. And it was a little jumpy on me at qualifying, and I did go over the 129.9. But luckily, I got it back down, and I did qualify.
Okay.
So I wasn't as nervous for the next day because I knew that David and Chris were going to help me. And I kind of tried to throw my nerves out the window and just roll with it.
Yeah, that was good.
I noticed a lot of times with me too is like I'm shaking like a leaf a lot of times, but then as soon as it says go, for some reason it goes away, and then as soon as you're done, it's like
right back.
It's right back. You're like, oh my God, that's why. Good.
I don't know if you can see in the video, but like when I'm going, I'm so steady and I'm so focused. And when I stop, you can see me literally like shaking.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because I'll get in there sometimes. I'm more loose now, but I still have my times where I'm shaking like a leaf. But as soon as that thing says go, it's just boom, you're zoned out. Your mind's just on the screen now. But then as soon as it's over, boom, the shakes are back. And especially when you tie, or you're going against somebody that's really, really good. For a long time, I wouldn't even look at who I was competing against. I would purposely not read the screen. I would hate to hear like when Doug's like, okay, so and so, I'd be like, shit, because I don't even want to hear the name. Now I'm okay. Now I'm okay with it because I'm past that point. But there was a point when I was, base racing top dog. I didn't even want to see him pull up. I wanted to think it was a new guy that knew nothing, and I got this. That's how nervous I was. So when I watched yours, it's like you said. I saw you the couple times, you're wiping the sweat off your palms, but then as soon as it was go, you were just boom, locked in, and you were going. Now, like we were saying backstage, I seen. So, were you using a bass knob, or was that your deck using the volume?
That was my deck.
That was you were using the volume button on your deck, and that would explain why. Because I was saying. So when I was watching the video, the bass wheel on the bass knobs we use. I mean, same over there too. They're not that big. So it's very little movement. When I watched you, you were like damn near turning a bus steering wheel. I was like, whoa, how is she doing that? Like, that was insane. But so to see you with that much control with a bass wheel that big, the volume button actually, that was insane. I mean, you held it down, and I wish Dave Bradshaw would have been over there and I could have watched you spank his ass. That would have been awesome. He claims to be the base race champion. He even goes by Dave or base race Dave. He's a good buddy of mine. We give each other shit back and forth all the time. But no, you did good, man. My hat's off to you, and I'm glad you ain't in my class and you're over here.
So we did tell you. Okay, come on. Are you flying out?
I mean, I want to so bad. I've been talking to my dad about it. Like, that would be crazy for me. Like, I don't know. It's just like financially, it's not a possibility,
Well, hold on now. Okay, so Now we're getting somewhere here. So how would that work? Okay, so she would just fly out for a day or 2 days or something, and then fly back, or
Yep.
what would it take? Now, is she able to come over here and actually use somebody else's vehicle for
Not
finals, or
not
what,
for
just
finals, but for the 3X.
for the 3X? So it
But
just
you
be
got the same guys, and it would be a solid competition. And then she can get into top dog because she didn't do top dog over there. She just
I didn't
kind of
whoa,
fell.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Can't she get certified in somebody else's vehicle here at the 3X?
She can, but that's for next year.
Because of point cutoff time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know what? You know what I'm getting at? I want to see her go against Dave Bradshaw and the rest of the guys.
Chris Jenner
Hey.
says he's got 50 on it.
Right? Hey, that's what I'm telling you, bro. I bet you anything there'd be people that put money on your plane ticket if you and Dad would come out here and put it down.
I want to go so bad.
Jeff Schultz, he'll throw 25. We're at $75, and yeah,
I know.
been
I
talking
know
about
you're-
this for a minute.
Your dad's sitting next to you, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right there.
You need to find out what the cost of a plane ticket is and everything. She's got food
We-
and everything covered over here. So,
We already looked at it. My dad looked it up earlier.
All
so
right.
how much is it? Now we're getting somewhere. How much is it for both you guys to come out, or whoever else is coming out?
From
17. It was close to. It was like $1,688 round trip.
yeah, from there.
That's
to
a
back.
lot.
And last minute.
Last minute flights.
That is
Crazy.
a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
so
big-
now what do we do from here? GoFundMe, Doug, or what do we do? Let's see if we can get
So-
some money rounded up.
Hey, so Pop Tart just posted up in some private chat. He goes, "Hey, if Dad can't afford it, she can always fly with me, because Pop Tart's coming on out."
Does
For real?
Pop-Tart- does
Yeah, for
Pop-Tart
real.
Does Pop Tart know Dad?
Yeah, we know Pop Tart.
Okay, I was
Pop
like,
Tart
no.
says, "Hey, he'll be your guardian or
We base
whatever."
raced in his garage.
Yeah, we base race in his garage for cash
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
I was like, for a minute there, I was kind of like, ooh.
No. I know they know him, so otherwise, yeah.
Cool.
So you guys might
Well-
want to talk to Pop Tart too. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I'm telling you, I guarantee there's people, including myself. I guarantee there'd be people that would chip in on that. Guarantee it. And I would love to see you whoop Dave Bradshaw's ass. Just saying.
So, hey,
Yeah.
and Gracie, I told you, right? I jump in new cars every single event. And
Yeah.
it's easy to do. Once you understand what you're doing, base
are
race is not
talking-
that hard.
Doug, you were talking to a girl who used a volume button
I know.
that was 3 foot big and still took
And
second
on the
place
first day she
on her
used it.
Yes, exactly. First day to use it. Come on. She can get in somebody's
Also-
vehicle.
Also, when I got there, like David and Chris, they've been really good at teaching me, how to get there, what you need to look for. I've never learned random numbers. Never.
Oh yeah, I've been
So,
there. Obviously.
At the show, at World Finals, I learned random numbers in the parking lot.
Yeah.
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 There
So
you
I
go.
was super nervous about that part. I was like, please don't let me tie.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had to do that, and I was like, random number? What the hell? What are they talking about? Random number?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is it for me. I'm done. But I actually made it. I got it. Yeah.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
the random number's cool. So when we did the random numbers originally, both the competitors would get out of the car, and I would shake up the dice. I hold them in my hand like this, and each competitor would pick a hand. One die was black, one die was orange. Whoever had the black die, whatever number they rolled, it was a 10-sided dice. That was the whole number, and then the 10th was whatever the red number was. So Lucky, you would take the black number. Gracie would take the red number just by chance. You guys would both roll it on the hood of somebody's car, and that would get our random number. So that's how we kept doing the random number before we actually implemented it into the system.
Like, what was that? Like in like the 1800s or what? Like rolling.
That was
rolling
like,
dice on the hood of a car?
yeah, it was like 2017 or 2018 when we stopped doing that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, when you really? I was.
Yeah,
I was competing
2017.
in 2018. Okay,
So it
that's
might have
what
been
I was gonna say.
2017. So,
Yeah.
but it was good because then we got people out and they interacted with each other in the middle of the run. So that was always cool. So great. How many times did you tie in your first round?
If I remember correctly, we went 3 times with the 129, and then we tied 3 times.
So I watched. I thought you were on tie 4. when I
So that
watched
was
you
the
live.
first round. Then
First-
the second
okay,
round,
Okay, gotcha.
that's what you watched. You watched the
Okay.
second round.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, Gimbo. No, it's man. I keep
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Hey,
Yeah.
is Jimbo coming over here?
Jimbo is.
He's
So
coming
Jimbo will
over
be out here, Gracie.
Oh man.
Look at that smile on her face.
Oh man.
She likes herself some Jimbo.
Oh man.
I did
that's,
not think this was gonna be a conversation topic.
No, he you know what? He's about her age. He's a really good kid.
He's
for
really
us, he's
sweet.
kids. Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. He came all the way down from Canada,
Canada.
Yep. So Jimbo's gonna be out here. Jimbo won the top dog, right?
Yeah.
So he won top dog.
So that's it. So if you remember my first year of finals, that's who was going head to head with me and Jimbo.
He was.
We're
Now
about
you're gonna go head to head, face to face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's only 19. What isn't he like 19, Gracie, or 18?
He's 20.
Oh, he's 20. Okay. So
Yeah.
he's 20 years old. So he looks like he's 12 when you're my age, though.
Well, he was kicking ass when I was 2018. He was kicking ass.
He's very good. He's very good.
Yep. No, he is good, and he'll be out here. He's driving cross country right now. He's gonna stop in Texas with Wayne and Celise. They got to drop off some stuff there that's been in Jeremy's. They've been in Jeremy's trailer for the last couple years from World Finals. I'm trying to accept these people. I have to hit refresh. And so finally, they're like, just drive it over to Wayne's house, and so now they're driving it over to Wayne's house, and that way it gets handled. So that's awesome. They're gonna go from there, and then they're gonna come out in the West Coast here. Guys that were watching, hey, just real quick, I want to put out there, if you guys like and enjoy these shows that we're doing, Lucky and I both have some cost involved with this. We share it 100%. If you would like to send us a tip, you can send us a tip on either Venmo or Cash App. That's Venmo is at SonicFX, and the Cash App is $SonicFX. We split that up 100% between the two of us. Helps cover some of our costs and our time to put together these guests and put our systems all up that we have. So if you guys don't mind sending us a tip, please do that. It's also in the description. I have links. And then in the memo part, just put podcast tip, anything like that, and then I'll know it goes. Lucky will get his 50%. But just wanted to throw that out there. Also, you smash the hearts and the thumbs ups buttons as much as you can. Like, comment this on Facebook, iHeart, anywhere you guys get or hear or read or see this thing. Please like and comment on it. It helps us in the algorithms. We're running pretty steady at about 1,100 views a week with about 100 downloads off the audio forums. So, guys, keep smashing the likes, keep smashing the hearts, the thumbs up, whatever you guys can do to help us grow this podcast. We appreciate it.
So Tristan from SQ Sounds in Bridgetown, Barbados said, Gracie, what got you into car audio?
Okay. I didn't really find out about bass racing until back in June. It's always been SQ or SPL. My dad used to compete. I actually did Mecha Kids when I was younger.
Okay,
You did
so
what?
we're not familiar
Mecha
with
Kids?
that.
Mecha Kids?
Is that like
the
Power
Power
Wheels?
Wheels
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, okay.
at 5.
Hey, that's a great. Hey, my kids were helping me run the shows at 10 years old.
Yeah, and I just continue to saying it. I just love it.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's see if there's any other questions in here too. We're already
Just
running up on.
real quick, Cash App Mel Valdez just sent us $25. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. I haven't ate in 2 weeks, so thank you. I'm
So
playing.
Lucky only gets 12 of that. I take the 13 now.
Dave Bradshaw, I send Doug some money, but my tip to Lucky McGovern is don't bust at 140 like we did at Surf. Funny, Dave Bradshaw. Funny.
Tell him to get in the kitchen, make you a sandwich.
Yeah. You hear that sound? That's the sound of you not making me a sandwich.
So Gracie ended up being second place, and absolutely. Can you explain to us your feelings and thoughts getting second instead of first?
If we're being honest, I
Yep.
didn't even think I was gonna make it to World Finals. But I did, and I was just hoping for top 5. I really was. And once I won that first round, I couldn't feel any of my body. Like I was completely numb. I couldn't feel my hands or anything. And to be honest, I don't even care if I got first place. Like, yes, it would have been awesome. Like, that would have been a great moment for me. But getting second was just as great. I was just as excited as I would have been if I got first.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
So looking here in the chat, who's Doris?
Doris, that's my grandma.
Your grandma here says, Mimi will have $500 for Gracie
For what?
for your plane ticket.
I told you get over here.
I'm just reading out of there. So
Brandy Court is another
You better not.
another girl that does base race and competes. She did a good job, Gracie.
Yep.
Dave Bradshaw said white or wheat.
Tell me you don't go lowbrow like that. You need rye.
Yeah, rye, Brad, buddy. You know that. Come on. Doris said go Gracie Mullen, Mimi, and Auntie NET. I don't know if I'm
Net.
Okay, so I are so proud of you. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. So I know you don't watch our show, or you probably haven't seen it much before this, but we really, really support. He can't get on comment. Oh, Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart says he can't comment for some reason.
Well, how's he leaving a comment?
But his round trip ticket, he found a round trip ticket for $404 a piece.
Wow. From 1,400. Oh well, that's still cheaper than. Okay,
that's only $800.
Well, yeah, exactly. I was thinking. Okay.
So you need to talk to Pop-Tart, because Pop-Tart literally just booked his plane.
He is definitely getting a phone call after this. Definitely.
Okay, Justin Stolman said, "Am I getting skipped?" So I think he must be asking questions. So let me scroll through here real quick, because we definitely don't want to skip people's questions.
We're not trying to. Promise you that.
I'd love to get on the meter Saturday. Team Extreme.
So tell them how they get on the meter Saturday. Do you know how, Lucky?
Yeah, you got to show up.
You show up, you pay your entry fee.
You show up, you pay your entry fees, and you get your ass on the meter and handle it. Put it down. 17 layers. 17 layovers, 4 hours apiece. Jeff Schultz. Let's see. I'm wondering if Justin Stolman said anything else. Wait. Because somebody said.
Somebody asked if the area is shaded. No, it is not.
Right.
Wait, Granny Doris, are you sending for me as well? That's from Tristan in Barbados.
So David McKay, Gracie thought we were doing Red Lobster this weekend. LOL.
So what that means is me and David, he's always pushed me to like be confident and like think I'm gonna win. And he told me that if I put in the hard work and I won, that he would take me to Red Lobster and pay for it if I won. And where I live, we don't have anything. We have hardly anything. We just got a Taco Bell this year. So
wow.
And to me, Red Lobster is super fancy.
Hey, just like what's that movie with the golf and Happy Gilmore? Just like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, want to meet at Red Lobster? We can meet at Red Lobster. No, that is awesome. So Gracie, the reason we asked you to come on here is, you're new to this. We love how your enthusiasm. You did a great job in the lanes. We really push for. We really want it to be a family-oriented event.
Oh yeah.
You if by chance you do get an opportunity to come back here on the West Coast, you will see and anybody watching on the East, which there are quite a bit of people watching. I'm not trying to say anything negative about the East, but on the West Coast, It is a party first and then DB drag second.
Yeah.
And truly, and I do understand, and I have zero problem with the guys that it's DB drag first and a party second, because they do get to partying. I don't know if you were around those guys, but they can get to partying. There ain't no doubt about that.
Gracie, Josh King, Nina King, they just sent a message, said they couldn't comment, but they got another $50 on it.
Oh my
Told
Lord.
you. I told you.
See?
Told you.
Dude.
So
So I guess we'll be seeing you out here.
Gracie,
so,
come on.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
All right. So while we're getting at that, go ahead.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
So, because obviously this is a whole new situation here, right? So,
Yeah.
Lucky's afraid of you.
No. I think it'd be awesome. But can she use a vehicle that's already being used? Now, I'm sure there's going to be somebody there with a vehicle that's not doing base race, but just how does that work? Would she be able to? Now, watch. She's going to school me right now. She's going to be like, "No, you." She's going to.
Okay.
She's going to give me the rules real quick.
I think I remember somebody telling me as long as it was a teammate on my team,
Yes.
that I could use it.
Okay, so that's what
That
I'm
is
getting at.
correct.
So how does that work then?
So for a 3X, it doesn't matter because
It don't matter.
No. So I would have to double check, because I believe in base race, it doesn't follow the vehicle, it follows the person.
Okay.
And Top Dog follows the person, not the
Okay.
vehicle. But DB Drag, absolutely 100% is the vehicle and person. So
Okay.
I'll look into it and I'll let you know 100%. But I know for a fact DB Drag is person and vehicle. In base race or Top Dog, I don't think it matters. But we will find you a vehicle. Speaking of which, Pop-Tart, last minute, literally right before the show, he was looking up flights. That's how he knows how he found a flight for $400, right?
Yeah.
And he just booked it. I mean, like less than an hour ago. Okay? So he was coming out, and so Dan Horner with DTX, he's actually just getting guys to come out here, whether they're competing or not. He's talking to all his guys. Hey, you guys need to fly out there. So we as the West Coast guys, I know I don't have to say it, but we need to embrace them, bring them in,
Obviously.
show them what's going on, show them a great time.
Yes.
So I'm not worried about Dan, because he's going to meet up with Moses before.
Yeah, Pop-Tart was hitting me up actually this morning talking about coming out here. So yeah, I can't wait to meet him too. So.
Yep. So it will change the dynamics of DB Drag as you know it.
Yeah.
When the bigger your sphere gets, when you start meeting people. I mean, like, how has it changed for you, Lucky, with meeting the people in the Northwest, right? The
Right,
Surf City guys.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's awesome, and then now I'm going to be meeting like Rob Collar and
Yep.
those guys. So I'm super pumped, man.
Yep.
The more people you meet from different places, it just because obviously the local guys, you get used to them and all that. But once you start meeting these other guys, you start seeing how they build, what they're doing with their vehicles and everything, and it obviously makes it even funner. And then your circle of friends just grows. So
My wife will tell you funner's not a word. Just saying.
hey, it's more funner. It's way more funner.
Way more funnest.
It's yeah.
The
way
most
more,
funnest this is.
It's the most funnestest.
I never thought I would meet anybody from Canada, so that was pretty cool to me.
Yeah, and he doesn't even say A very much.
Who is Ray Choi?
No,
All of
Or
both
Jimbo?
of them.
Jimbo or
Jimbo
Ray?
and Ray both don't.
Yeah.
see, I didn't even know he was Canadian because like I couldn't hear an accent
Yeah.
at all.
Yes, you can.
No,
To me, I couldn't.
Could you hear my strong California accent?
Like, oh yeah. Oh,
See?
yeah.
I don't have an
It's just-
accent.
Right.
It
It's
was
so
like
funny.
in certain words he would say you could hear it, but
Right.
overall he just talked normally.
Yeah, when we had him on the show, like I barely caught it too, like barely. So like you said, certain words. But yeah, it's funny when you know, same thing. I feel the same way. Like, you know, I had relatives in Kentucky, you know, and they said, your guy's accent. And I'm like, what do you, well, I don't have an accent. What are you talking about?
I speak California English. Come on.
They would always tell me, your accent is funny, man. And I'd be like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Did you say, have you listened to yourself?
Almost made me spit my water out there, buddy.
All right. Hey, so we're running up on an hour. Real quick, Gracie, if you come out, you're competing at World Finals. We have a barbecue with Gary Killian, which you haven't met Gary yet, right?
Mm-mm.
So you know how much of a teddy bear Dave is?
Yeah.
Gary's a bigger version of Dave. I mean,
Gary's awesome. I cannot wait to meet him.
There's nobody that's met Gary that doesn't love the guy. And in return, 100% wholeheartedly, he loves them back. I mean, just, you know, it is a truly agape type love, you know, unconditional. He loves the people that he deals with. Gary is an awesome dude. He's coming out. He's going to be doing the barbecue. He's a trained chef. If you're in the World Finals, he's going to barbecue up at zero cost to any of the people. If you're a pit crew or you're coming as part of the 3X, or you just want to come and have his barbecue and hang out with the rest of us DB draggers at the raceway, then it's $30 for the barbecue. If you pre-order the tickets, get a hold of Brandy Korth, and she's got them for $25. We're doing tri-tip and chicken. We're doing some kind of specialty barbecue baked beans with bacon and sugar and whatever as sides, and I think he said potato salad. So we're going to have potato salad. We're going to have beans. Sounds like a good barbecue, doesn't it?
It sounds very good.
Is Justin Stolman asking how much the fee is for the food, or is he asking about base race? Because he made two comments.
So Justin is free, though, because he is helping Gary with the cooking.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Got it. So he said he hasn't base raced in 6 years. So I guess he was asking about the price for that, then I take it, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
so if you are coming just to spectate, or you're going to be part of the 3X, it's $20 to get into the gate. So it's $20 to get in the gate, and then you have your 3X fees, which are $50 for the first class, $30 for each additional. I'm bringing the 4-foot trophies. So you see those trophies that those guys had over in, I think it was Mecca? Did you see those? So that's like our normal trophies over here. So, because we roll like that. So if you come, you compete, you're going to walk away with a trophy that's as tall as you almost. Well, no, you're pretty tall. You haven't seen that.
I'm pretty tall.
How tall are you, Gracie?
Last time I checked, I was 5'8", but I've grown a little since then.
I was going to say, because that means Jimbo's like 4 foot. Because he only comes up to like your shoulder.
We're like kind of similar in height. I think I might be a little taller.
No, I don't think.
We had that discussion.
You are a little taller. Brandy put, truth, we moved to Tennessee for almost 6 years. They don't have it there. What's East Coast doesn't know about tri-tip. Oh, yeah, so tri-tip. So you don't know what tri-tip is. So it's a cut similar to brisket. It's like between brisket and prime rib.
Dad said it's very good.
It is very, very good. So, Pop-Tart says he's gonna see about borrowing somebody's vehicle too. He just hit me on the side. So, Pop-Tart wants to look. So you guys back here on the West Coast, hey, bring out a car, even if you're just a demo guy and don't want to compete. Let somebody borrow your car that's coming from the East Coast, compete in the 3X, do the DB drag, base race, top dog, all that stuff. You know, come show off their vehicles. We'll have a great time. So remember, Friday, the gates are opening. What time did he say? I thought he said like 4. Yeah, so the gates are going to open for people to come in and camp at 4 p.m. on Friday. And then on Saturday they're going to open at 7. Saturday and Sunday, the gates will be open at 7 a.m. So keep that in mind. You guys are going to be able to camp at zero cost. You pay your gate fee to get into the campground or into the thing. Just past the lanes, we are going to have the camping spot. If you go to Sonic FX or you go to the DB Drag site or whatever, you'll see where the camping spots are. If you guys are going to be there all weekend, there are no hookups, but I guarantee you somebody will let you borrow their shower at the hotel that's down the road, so that's all good. But one thing I will tell you, people coming back from back east, yeah, that's right, you people. When you,
Y'all,
yeah, y'all from back east.
y'all.
When you guys come from back east, we will show you so much love out here. We appreciate you coming and showing your support and being part of what we do out here. It gives legitimacy to the guys on the West Coast too, and truly they've felt like a redheaded stepchild for all these years, and it's true, right? So it'd be great for you guys to come out and just sit in their vehicles. And once you meet these guys face to face and you understand they have the same passion as you do, they just might not be trying to build the biggest, baddest DB drag car in the world. They want to build a demo vehicle. You know, that's what these guys are doing. They want to build badass base race cars. You know, that's what they're building. And once you understand what their passion is and how much they love doing it, there's no way in hell you guys are going to have the same thought process about these people. Just like they won't have the same thing about, well, you know, did you see what this guy did? You know, you guys will love each other. I promise you, you guys will leave friends. You guys may be even talking all the time. I mean, like Gracie and Dave, right? Yeah, now they're talking all the time, and they don't live anywhere near each other, right?
Yeah.
So
He lives about 2-ish hours away.
Yeah, so nobody lives near Gracie. She lives out on a farm in the middle of nowhere, I think. Do you?
It's not a farm, but yeah, the middle of nowhere.
Oh. I do know when I was driving through Alabama to go to the show, I don't know if it was Tennessee or Alabama. Dude, it was just like house, drive, house,
8 miles later.
drive, house.
From the show, we were only about an hour, 18, 16 minutes. We were literally that close.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of 7.5 hours going to Worlds.
Yep.
That,
So,
that was
real quick before we do go, I got to tell everybody here what happened to me on my way home. So, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm very, very tired right now. So, we'll use California time as a base model for my time. So, I essentially got up at 5 a.m. California time on Sunday. I took off to get on my flight at 7 a.m. California time, got to the airport, caught my first flight. That took me to Houston. In Houston, I get there right on time. I have an hour layover in Houston, and then I fly into Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, I have a 45-minute layover, and then from Las Vegas, I fly to my house. There's one airline that goes within, 60 miles of my house. So I fly out of that airport, and it was $37 round trip to Vegas to fly out of that airport. So I get to Houston. The plane leaves an hour late. I get off that plane. I got my luggage. Took off my face mask. I'm running in flip-flops and shorts. 7 minutes straight, I ran across that airport. Got to the other side. I missed my gate by 2 minutes.
Oh.
So here I am. I spent the next 2 hours in the airport trying to figure out how can I get home last night. Nobody can get me. The best anybody can do is maybe Tuesday afternoon. But guarantee they can get me home by Wednesday. Well, that doesn't work. So I go over and I get a rent-a-car. The cheapest rent-a-car they have, one rent-a-car. $450.
Wow.
So at 9 p.m., so remember, I woke up at 5 a.m. At 9 p.m., I start driving. I drive to my house and get to my house at 6, change my clothes, get in my company car, drive up to work. Drive to work, work all day.
Another hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half away. Drive to work, do my work all day, come back home and do this podcast. So I still haven't been to sleep yet. So
What he's trying to say, he's part Jamaican.
That's right. He got 5 jobs, me lazy man. So
Doug the workaholic.
So So I had to. It cost me more for that rent-a-car than my round-trip flight to Alabama.
Right.
So It is what it is, but yeah, I got home eventually. It just took me, shoot, what's that? That's 24 plus then another 12, so 36 hours roughly to get home. So not too bad from when I woke up to when I actually got into my door. So,
Well, Gracie, hope to see you out here.
yes.
Hope to see you out here. There's no excuses
And
now. There's no excuses. Looks like you got a paid trip and everything. So
man,
yeah.
it'd be a dream. Even
Yep.
if I didn't get to compete, it'd still be awesome just to be there to watch everybody else go.
Yeah, you'll be able to compete. You get out here, you'll be competing. There's
That's
plenty.
right.
There's already people in here saying that you could use their car. So
Yep.
yeah, you'll definitely be able to compete.
And I promise you, like I said, it don't matter who you are. You have the same love for car audio that these guys do. They will embrace you and show you what's up. I mean, it is great. I mean, it said disconnected for a minute. Back on.
Nope.
So anyway, it will definitely do that. Once again, hey guys, I want to thank Gracie for coming on. Brand new member, Team DTX or Team Directornix Gracie. So brand new team member. Great, congratulations on making it to the team.
Thank you.
Remember, if you guys want to give us a tip, we already got one tonight. If you guys want to throw us a tip, we appreciate it. You want to help out Gracie, get a hold of her or her dad and see what you guys can do to help her out. But want to send us a tip? Venmo is at SonicFX. Cash App, $SonicFX. We have links in the description if you would like to be part of that. But once again, Lucky, hit her with the her definition real quick.
What is your definition of a bass head? What's your definition?
Someone, if something goes wrong, they're always going to be there no matter what. Like if you needed something, they're always going to be there.
That's a good one.
I don't think of like the people I hang out with at shows as friends, like, cause like if I asked, they would literally be there in a heartbeat. Like I consider everybody as family. I mean, if it wasn't for David and Team DX, and Chris Gregory, yeah, I wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't be here.
All right,
so I'm very appreciative of all of them.
Awesome.
No.
Well, we hope to see you out here. Hopefully you get out here. It'd be cool to meet you, and I'm sure everybody would be stoked on it. And just out of curiosity, Doug, I mean, it sounds like she's already going to be covered, but as far as our tip section, right? Is there a way to make it easier if somebody wanted to donate for her coming out here? Can they
put
use
Gracie on there?
Exactly.
Put Gracie in the comments.
Anybody, and now, so let's just say this right quick. If the money is there, are you able to come?
Yes.
Come on, Dad.
But my dad wants to go too.
Well, she's only 17 still.
Exactly.
No. We're good with that.
Yeah,
we're 100%. We're good with that.
Trust me, I'm 100% with that.
But if it was there, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll hitchhike if somebody will pay her way.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting at is, if there's money thrown out there and then she can't make it. So if the money's there, they can come out. So anybody that does want to donate, and please donate. Let's get her out here. Let's show her that West Coast love. Put in the tip section, the comment section, whatever. Put Gracie.
Yep.
And then that way we know that that's going towards her and her father coming out here and being a part of the West Coast Finals or 3X show, whatever.
And if the flight doesn't happen, then we'll return all the money that's labeled for her.
Yeah, and once you get out, everything's going to be taken care of, I'm sure. So, it'll be fun.
So we got a handful of people coming from the East, and I promise you guys, if you guys come out here, I mean, Dan Horner already let us know. He asked me, so marijuana is legal in California, right? And I go, and you need some welding done. I go, let me introduce you to this guy, Moses. So Dan's going to have a great time out here.
Yeah.
But anywho, once again, you guys, hey, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you being part of the show. If you guys enjoy the show, we got tips available. You can send us the tips. You can help Gracie get going. Please like and share this as much as you possibly can. Like and share it. Download it on iTunes, iHeart, Spotify, Apple, whatever your podcast preference is, please download it. Next week, we're going to talk to another champion or another participant. I could have got champions on here today, but I felt Gracie's energy at the event fit more of what we do on this show. And we really appreciate you coming on, Gracie. Thanks to your dad, too. Want to thank him for allowing you to be part of this whole thing. Her dad's name is Joe, for you guys that don't know. So
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Yeah.
Nice to meet y'all as well.
Yeah.
Show your face.
Yeah, show your face. There he is.
And
Hey, by the way, he was escorting her the whole time she was hanging out with Jimbo.
Absolutely. I was just about to
Oh,
say
Lord.
I was about to say right now, he is a dad just like me. I would be standing right next to that computer monitor, like I'm listening, I'm watching comments, and
That's
I'm
right.
escorting you around the
Look,
show. And
When there's 20 hours apart, that's the best thing a dad can hope for.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. So I'm with you there, buddy.
Yep. I got 2 girls of my own. Lucky you have 1, right?
I got 4.
You got 4 girls?
Yeah, they're older. Yep.
Oh, I've only met your 1 daughter and 1 son, so.
That's the one that's under 18. So.
Yep. Oh, there you go. So, I mean, Lucky's got daughters of his own, so we understand. So, but
Yep.
anyway, guys, hey, I want to thank you guys once again for coming on. I appreciate you, Lucky. Thanks for being here with me. Gracie,
Absolutely.
hey, absolutely. Loved what you did. I hope to see you out here in California.
She'll
I
be
hope
here.
to see you.
She'll be here.
I think she's going to make it.
She'll make
I
it.
mean, I could see she's already got goosebumps. I know it. I could see him on her.
Dude, I'm still excited from World Finals. Like,
I know.
my energy is like through the roof.
Yep. And do you have to go to school tomorrow?
Yes.
And
We
what are you
got a
going
lot
to tell
to
them?
talk about, right?
Yeah. You're gonna
Uh,
tell them I'm the baddest woman in the world right now in car audio.
There's only a select few of kids at school that actually understand this.
Yep.
So talking about it, people are like, yo, like, what's that? So
Yeah.
it's kind of a good way to get it out too, I guess, young people.
Yep. Get more people involved. Yep.
Yep. Get more people involved. All right, guys. I am out of here. I got to go to bowling now, so I'm gonna get to bed about 10 o'clock my time.
Oh,
or
you're
so,
tripping, dude. You are
I
off
know.
the hook. You are off the hook. Oh
So,
my gosh.
but anyway, I gotta switch back to this part here. All right, guys. Once again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Oh wow, I lost everybody, but we are out here. Tune in next week at 6 p.m. California time. Monday, every Monday we do this. So come and check us out. Have a good time. Talk to you guys later.
All right.